Vision Communications, Online Training, Health and Safety Part 1, H&S Law. All workers have a right to work in places where risks to their health and safety are properly controlled. Health and safety is about stopping you getting hurt at work or ill through work. Your employer is responsible for health and safety, but you must help too. There are a number of things your employer must do to keep you safe at work. These can be summarized as follows. Provide a safe working environment for all staff and visitors to the site. Look after your health, safety and welfare at work and those of your colleagues and visitors to the site. Provide you with adequate information, instruction and training and equipment to do your job properly. Provide adequate welfare facilities. If you're unhappy about anything to do with health and safety at work, this is what you should do. Firstly, talk to your employer, supervisor or health and safety representative. In the vast majority of cases, they will sort things out. Failing all else, and as a last resort, you can contact the Health and Safety Executive for advice via their website, which is www.hse.gov.uk. Your employer has a responsibility for the following. Always follow these basic rules on workplace safety. Beware of moving traffic and use any walkways or areas that take you away from traffic movements. Obey all safety signs and notices within the workplace. Always wear personal protective equipment provided. Don't run, even if you're busy or late to get somewhere. Don't use any equipment you're not trained to use. Always follow any site or company safety rules. In this picture you will see 5 hazards. Click on the picture to identify them. You will have 30 seconds to identify and highlight the hazards in the picture on the right. Click the Start button below to begin. Manual handling is defined as the transporting or supporting of loads by hand or by bodily force. This includes lifting, lowering, pushing, pulling, carrying, moving. Here are some practical tips to consider before carrying out any manual handling task. Plan the lift. Where is the load going to be placed? Can handling aids be used instead of physical lifting? Will I need any help with the load? Should I remove obstructions such as wrapping materials to make it easier to handle? For a long lift, consider resting the load midway on a table or bench to change grip. The correct balance is all important when preparing a lift to avoid tipping and straining, particularly if the item is heavy or awkward. The correct stance should be as follows. Place the feet either side of the load with one foot slightly in front of the other to maintain a good balance. Face the direction of travel to avoid twisting once the load is lifted. Adopt a good posture prior to lifting and bend at the knees rather than the back. Keep the back as straight as possible, maintaining its natural curve. Getting a firm grip is important and will depend on the size, shape and stability of the load. Once established, follow these important guidelines. Keep the arms within the boundary formed by the legs. Lean forward slightly over the load if necessary. Get a good grip, one hand under the load and one hand on the front side. Do not kneel or overflex the knees. Keep the back straight. Tucking in the chin while gripping the load helps. Lift with the legs and do not jerk. When lifting the load from the ground, what is the correct way of lifting? Lowering or putting down a load is just the opposite to lifting. So to confirm that you were concentrating earlier, which do you think is the correct method? Before attempting to lift a load, you must first consider whether it's appropriate to do so. Firstly, consider the following. Do I have the necessary strength and capability required? Do I have any health problems or injuries which could cause further injury? Do I need any special training, support, lifting aids, etc.? Am I wearing suitable clothing and personal protective equipment, PPE, such as gloves or workwear? Remember, never try to lift above your personal capability. The four main types of signs you are likely to see in the workplace are as follows: prohibition, warning, safe condition, mandatory. They are all defined by colour and other symbol shapes, as you will see in the following pages. Warning signs are designed to warn you of a hazard or a danger. Examples of these are toxic substance, slippery surface, general caution symbol. Warning signs have a black triangle with a yellow body. A symbol is also shown in the sign or wording outlining the type of caution underneath. See if you can remember the sign meanings. Drag and drop them into the description that you think is correct. You have 30 seconds for this task. Click the Start button below to begin. Click the Start button below to begin.